one thing that I always go back to is like with the World's Fair, like being a 14-year-old and going to it, there was something so profound about standing next to the Mermaid Gates. And there was something about it, being a young girl and looking up at this massive, powerful woman that just stuck with me my whole life. And I just love it. I just love it so much. So I love that image, and I've gone back to it in other work. For example, for the Sirens Float, for the Crew of Muses, that was the inspiration for the women in the front, that and this other painting. And the man that actually painted the Mermaid Gate came from Spain and painted that float. So that was a huge thrill. But then also, again, like the Pontchartrain Beach woman, like here you have this monumental woman, and I love that. And I put the Ferris wheel behind her like a religious icon, you know, raised Roman Catholic. And then the Lincoln Beach, which is really important because Pontchartrain Beach was gorgeous and it's incredible. And we have, 25 years of Pontchartrain Beach, but those were 25 years for white people to go to Pontchartrain Beach. And the black people, they had Lincoln Beach. The photograph is actually from Lincoln Beach when I went there in the early 2000s and took a photograph, and I was with a friend, and he said, now I know how Machu Picchu exists, because you stumble, you go through these train tracks, and there were all these swimming pools that were filled with lake water, and it had this really eerie moment. But I think it's a beautiful shot, that decay and grandeur, and hopefully they'll redevelop it because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous site. There is one kind of creepy image that I use, and I went back and forth whether or not I was going to use it. It's the photographer from the zoo, from Audubon Zoo. And if you were a child in the 70s or 80s, you could get your picture taken on a taxidermied bear, which is so perverse if you think about it in our terms today. But there are pictures of us as kids sitting on this bear. And so when I found that portrait in the collection, I was like, I really want to use it. And I even sent an image to my brothers and sisters, and they were all like, that's incredible, where did you find it? But I think that also kind of plays to the concept of amusement and what we've done in the past, kind of like the Tarpon video. It's very brutal, and I almost wondered if it was too violent, but that's a part of who we are as human beings as well. And so I wanted to have that in there.